It's time to make a statement, y'all. We about to show the world we belong yet again. You feel me? All right, let's ball. Let's do this. Come on.
He's the one they look to for all kinds of attitude, and he's setting the tone for him once again. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke will join us moments from now from courtside. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Avery Bradley?
Well, you have to be so careful when you have the ball around him because he's got quick hands, really strong hands. And he has a knack for blocking shots, stripping players on the way up as they go up for lay-ins. So you just got to always know where he is on the floor.
And, you know, this is the other thing about it. He's very away their #1 strength.
It's one of the NBA's oldest rivalries as the Celtics come to New York to take on the Knicks. The last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they were clearly the superior team, but they didn't come out with the kind of effort and focus that it takes to win a game in this league.
Yeah, but in the last few seconds of a close game, you can forget about who the favorite and who the underdog is. I mean, at that point, both teams are right there with a chance to win.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Maury Stoudemire still inefficient.
Here's Huffman. Boom, he jams it straight down. He can fly. Clark, some tough offensive sets.
Watch out! What a throwdown there, man.
Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it now.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe he sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course,
close last year. So they've made major improvement. We'll see if they can continue to go on this upward path. And well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
The Knicks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
One shot.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. Well, you look at the captain, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And I think what's coming around for him in these last 10 games is his court vision.
And you can say the same for some of the other first-year guys on that list, Steve. They are rapidly maturing.
They've got Green. Young is up there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's West in at the 4 slot.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
And a look now at how the offense, that really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve, his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance.
And now the fast break, Anthony with the ball.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
It's offline. And the first half ends in a close one. Celtics lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
It's been a good one for the captain. 16 points and also a block shot.
Pass to the captain. And he banks in the layup. The captain's got 18 points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort.
To tie. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony.
The lift. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And blocked. The shot's good from the captain.
He's having quite the quarter here.
Really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
That's good. Here's the captain. Outside jumper. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jump. Allenbear inside. Sullinger defending. The shot's good from the captain. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Huffman. And he makes good on the layup. The captain's got
slowly expanding his game.
Here's Huffman. Drills it from outside. The captain's got 32 points. That's his rebound. Stoudemire's got the glass-covered hit tonight. 11 boards for him. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look. D'Alembert with the screen.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow.
Nice out for determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
You know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Both free throws good from the captain.
Boy, his free throw.
Here's the captain, and he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Young. Off the mark. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, the captain.
Once again, you've been named the Conference's Player of the Month. What changes in your reaction to winning this award?
To the victor, the spoils, my man. That's how I look at it. Every time someone tells me I'm the best at something, man, that's a feeling that never gets old. I expect you'll be asking this question again next month. I'll be surprised if you don't, actually. I'd like to thank the fans and the organization for their incredible support. Who wants an NBA championship? Let's do it.
And a thoughtful moment indeed. The national anthem and a crowd anxiously awaiting the tip-off. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting 5 for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Carmelo Anthony.
Well, there's a reason he's one of the top scorers in the league. Melo is so versatile offensively. He gets in that triple threat position, and then it's a kind of a pick-your-poison dilemma for the defender.
Well, he's got a honey-sweet stroke as a jump shooter. He's equally dangerous putting it on the ground or attacking the teeth of the D or going over top of a good defender. We've seen it all the way back at Syracuse. This guy has gotten better with time. He's one of the elite scorers we've seen in the league in a while.
The Nets will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Brooklyn. This game's going to be a challenge for them, facing one of the top-tier.
As soon as the schedule is released, it's one of the best rivalries the NBA has to offer. And Clark, I know you and I just get excited when we get these matchups ourselves.
No doubt about it, Steve, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them, and we love that. Well, this is,
and here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your in Toronto.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. In terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry. You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value.
Plus their defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
The captain, they need this, and the shot is good. The captain's got 11. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Brooklyn ahead, up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I think the deep
come in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The captain, he's guarded by Williams. And the shot is good from the captain. Here's the captain, T covering. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as...
And we've reached halftime in this one. Nets lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Now, presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first one. Third quarter starting here now. It's been one outstanding game from Darren Williams.
Hey, guys, the captain in their last game against the Celtics got down to business. He had 40 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
The dish now to Shumpert. Pass to the captain. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. Garnett with the block. Here's the captain. He's got 15. And Carmelo Anthony again. Anthony's got 21.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Well, you look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
You know, there's always some firepower in every freshman class, and even among those top guns, he's the best of the best. Certainly, he'll be an offensive force for years to come.
And I was really excited for him to get his chance to play, Steve. And he has not disappointed anybody this season. He is a true talent.
Johnson dishes to Williams. And it's good. With time running down. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York. The season well underway, and they've been solid. In third right now.
Guys, they have to get a hand in his face.
Boy, Chris Humphries is clearly not flashy, but he is a worker on and off the court. Has always been a...
Anthony defending. Here's Plumlee. And that one comes up a bit short. Knicks trail by 5. Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. Aldridge kicks to Anthony. Passes to the captain. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 20 points for the captain.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's Huffman. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a tremendous game for the captain. He has 20 points and he produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
Now he's helping their cause, finding some easy points through penetration and attacking the defense.
Allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Huffman. Connects. The jumper drops. The captain's got 9 points now in just the second half. Stripped away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And it's Outlaws slamming it down.
Boy, I love
the captain. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, he'll make a walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
Well, you picked up 24 points tonight. Taking on a lot of the scoring load was a major help for your team. Did you feel like you were just in the zone?
Nah, I wouldn't say I was in the zone at all. Really, all my points were a result of the offense that coach drew up for the game. I knew that if I kept moving and coming off the screens, I would get the open looks, and then it was just a matter of finishing the play. You have to give credit to the coaching staff and my teammates for setting me up with all those looks before you start sending any praise my way.